Hello, welcome to today's tutorial on how to learn how to make a baby gown dress. Let's get into it. So we are using the bust 28 and waist 26. I've drafted the front bodies and I'm going right into drafting the back bodies. So in drafting the back bodies, we are using the half length of 12. We are using the half length of 12, and I took an half inch on the tip there so that the back will not purge. It is ducting the back. So we took 2.5 as the neck width, and this is me marking out the chest line, so, and taking the shoulder measurement. So the bust divided by 4, the waist divided by 4. So we take our shoulder slant and now curve out the armhole, then take the bodies. So this is me cutting out the pattern. This is the front bodies. You have to be careful while doing this not to rough your pattern. So this is me cutting the back bodies. So be careful while cutting your back bodies. If you are not used to making use of pattern, or if you need to learn on how to cut a baby bodies, let me know. This is the front and this is the back. So we are using Mikado and a bridal satin for this dress. So the first thing I do was to cut the gathers. So in getting gathers for a baby gown dress, the volume determines how many times you times the waist. So here I'll be using the waist times 4. So this is me cutting out the front bodies. See me, I'm securing the pattern well with a pin so that this pattern does not move. And the back pattern, while securing it, you have to ensure that you take out your zipper allowance, which is 1 inch. You can see me measuring the zipper allowance, which is 1 inch. Yeah, and securing this pattern. So after which I have to mark the allowances. You see by the side I use 1 inch, the armhole curve I use half an inch, the neck curve I use half an inch, the shoulder I use half an inch. It's only on the side I make use of 1 inch. So cutting out the pattern. Sorry, I have to be fast because I want to do this video in one place. This is the front and the back. So this dress has a belt and this is the belt. Now I go right into sewing. I sew the front to the back bodies, both for the Mikado. I sew the Mikado's front to the back Mikado, and I sew the lining differently, so that once I'm done I come to join them together. And this is me sewing the lining with the half an inch I added. As you can see, the half an inch I added, that is what I'm sewing out. So this is now me placing the lining on the main fabric. I pin it down, secure it with a pin. So and I will mark 1 inch. You can see me doing that on that armhole depth, 1 inch. So that 1 inch, when you sew it and you're done sewing it, provides space for the baby to be at ease. That's why when you buy some ready-made or ready to wear, you find out that the baby's armhole, they are free. It's not clinging. It's not the exact measurement that they have you gave that they use. So they made it a bit free. So you secure, you join, you notch, you iron. Ironing is key. So I'm done ironing. Look at the outcome. So now I have to sew in the belt. Please, the belt is being attached to only the front bodies, not with the lining. Open up while attaching. So now I join the shoulder to shoulder, me pushing in the front through the back shoulder and sewing it down. So once you are done, look at how it will come out neat. You can see. So we go to the down part. We are weaving the linings. We have 2 linings for this dress. One is we'll sew with the hard net. The other one is just going to be between the hard net and the main fabric. so that the hard net do not fray on the main fabric, because we are using a Mikado, and if you know how Mikado it is, Mikado always fray out easily. So this is me cutting the hard net. I use 5 inches here in cutting the hard net, and in sewing this hard net to the lining, I marked a point. Most time I use 3.5 and 5 round. I will mark it round, so that is where I'm sewing. And before I start sewing, I will always leave 1 inch. You can see me leaving the 1 inch on both sides. That is the zipper allowance for the lining. So I hem my down parts. I hem the down parts where I'm preparing to gather. See how neatly sewn it is. So now we move to gathering. Please always put your hand behind the sewing as I'm doing, so it will enable your gathers to be fuller instead of you gathering freely. So now you secure these gathers to the lining. I told you have 2 linings, so this is the first lining. We secure the main fabric to the lining. Even if you are using a net material, truly this is how you work with it. You have to secure your gathers first to a material, and that is what we are doing. So you take your time while securing. You arrange your gathers, make sure that no one is lapping on anyone. Take your time. You can see how full it came out. Are you seeing? So now we attach the upper bodies to this part. Please, the upper bodies that we're attaching is the one with the Mikado, not with the lining. We do not attach the lining because we're attaching the lining to the other lining that has the hard net. When we get there, you will see. So in sewing this, you have to take your time while securing it too and arranging the gathers behind it. Sorry that this tutorial is fast, because I don't want it to be more than 10 minutes, and I'll try my best to make it informative. So here I'm trying to fix the zip. So you take 5 inch from the waist, 5 inch from the waist, then you sew down. So while sewing this down, you have to arrange. Make sure that your materials are well arranged, sewing the 1 inch down straightly. If you do not arrange this thing well, when you finish sewing, you find out that the down part of your dress is not, that's the back, it's not looking good, and that is what we are trying to avoid. So here we are done. So we are sewing the zip. You can see me securing the zip very well. We are done sewing the zip. We're done sewing the zip, and this is how it looks. We turn out so that you see the dress. Are you seeing what I was saying? That if you do not arrange the back dress, look at how the back dress is. Look at that. Is the dress not giving? So it is very easy to make baby gown dress. Just follow these steps I've provided, and if you need me to break them down more, please comment. If you need any more information on how to cut, how to make the measurements, how to do the calculations, just let me know. But for now, I'll be dropping a lot of description on measurements and how the division was done. And here, see me. So this is now where we work with the upper body's lining. You can see the lining is now being sewn to the other down lining. I didn't mention that this lining were not cut straight. It was cut into fold. I don't know how they used to call that type of folding, like an A-shape folding. When you fold material into a shape, you cut it. It's not a full cycle. So that's how it is being cut. So it will enable the gown to be free. So we are done sewing, and we have to sew in the lining. So what we did here is proper finishing, in the sense that we do not want the lining to be showing the zip. So you sew in your zip. You have to flip the other way, sew it down, flip the other way, and sew it down. If you need me to break all this tutorial down to you, please comment. And thank you for watching to this point. You have made a baby gown with me, and we are going to make more. Watch out for this channel. Please click the subscription button, turn up your notification, because this brand has come to stay and we are going to be uploading every day new tips,